Hey guys, Buddy here. I wanted to make a new video, and it's about my new walls with the flat colliders. This is basically how I came up with them and why I think they're really awesome to use. This is one of my perhaps favorite battle maps, and it's been customized into Tabletop Simulator by the Murder Hobo, and he does it by cutting it apart in GIMP and making custom tokens and do this. I've added the black markers to hide from my players what's inside the buildings. For instance, in here. Oh, I don't know why she's down there, but there's a girl hiding inside the bathroom in here. But there is some challenges running a map like this, and it's actually the small locations, because these tokens, because it's an in-game token, you can make them really easy with using an image, but you can't really customize them anyway. And let me show you what I mean. If I for a second delete this, see, this works really well, and I think it's brilliantly came up with by the Murder Hobo. But if I add, oh, scratch that, I can grab one. This is my gaming table with my players, and I'm gonna grab a players mini, gonna scale it down to, I think that's pretty good for this grid size. Of course, this will work. This is like, you can use this really well, and you don't really have that much trouble with the building. But inside here, inside the house, and this is what I changed. I ripped out a lot of the tokens. You see the tokens the Murder Hobo did is he like built the river, and I think that's really cool. But the house itself I ripped apart, because, for instance, there are narrow passages like this, and you can't really. Alright, now I get collisions because I added roofs. That's how I hide what's inside over here with roofs. But if I take this, I'm just gonna move it away. Whoop. Inside here, really narrow places that are gonna be fiddly if you have collisions on the walls. So by doing this, I get a lot more. Well, I have a lot easier. Oh, the door collides. I have a lot easier moving my minis around and actually having a battle scene by using. And I think it actually turned out pretty alright. I'm not gonna lie, it took some time to get everything in place, but I really liked how it turned out. I think the walls work really well. I came up with, like, there was a small tower here that has collapsed, and it's because there was like a stairway up on the map, but there is no map for the other floor. And so, like, how can I handle that? I can, of course, make something for my players, but instead I came up with, oh, there's a tower that has collapsed as like when the ogre has attacked. I also made some see-through windows, and that's actually really easy to do. This is my wide model. It's my other workshop item. Let's see if I can find it. Workshop tool with the RPG tools. There we go. From this one, just gonna expand. It's actually two-sided wide model. It's this model, which if I remove the image for a sec, it's this model, and I have just added a clear blue picture, clear light blue color, and then I have chosen as a material glass. Because that actually means, because this is a plane, it actually becomes transparent. It would totally work without any textures at all, I guess. I just went with the blue one. But that's a neat trick, and I've just moved that in and moved it down, locked it in place. and that works really well. But I really like how this is going, and I'm really looking forward to having my players play it out. I think it's going to be really good with the walls not colliding with my model, because it's such an awesome map. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys how I use my walls. It's mostly one wall. I've used like the flat wall. Let me see just here, and I just scaled it for purposes. You can see it on the texture, but like somewhere the texture is pushed together, somewhere it's stretched out. But looking at this like this, how the players most likely see it, you don't notice. And having stones looking different in an old world setting, well, that's just natural. So I like it. It's an idea. Use it if you can. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.